I'm back! Welcome back to my channel, The Struggle is Real with the Makeup Nurse. Today we're going to do Scented Saturday. And it's July 9th and it's Sugar Cookie Day and Collector Car Appreciation Day. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use some of the lavender toner. Been saving this for some Saturdays. I still don't know if it really smells like lavender though. I think it does. I'm gonna clean that little spot off. I got a little mark there. Right under my nose. Okay, and then we have the kiwi serum for my eyes. Oh, wow. So I am so frustrated. I've been trying to get my Georgia Light nursing license, which is a compact. They're not friendly. The Board of Nursing is not friendly. They keep just saying, we can't advise you, ma'am. We can't advise you, ma'am. And here I need the compact license because I'm going to Texas. And I'm going to use the watermelon serum from 20 Moly. And I used to have a Texas license, and it expired, so my company's like, why don't you just reinstate it? That might be easier to reinstate the Texas one. So I called them, and they are so much more friendly. It's so much easier. It's going to take less time, and the Georgia Board of Nursing is not helpful at all. And now we're gonna go with the Coffee to Glow eye cream. So a while back, I applied and submitted everything, and I didn't see the email or whatever, but I guess they sent me a deficiency letter back in February. And when I called them, they're like, well, we sent you back in February. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't get it. And they're like, well, we sent it to you. And I'm like, okay, maybe it went to spam or something. I don't know. And now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Watermelon for moisturizer. And so anyway, the lady said, okay, well, I'm like, can you... They said I did the wrong application. They said I did it by did the application for endorsement by exam, and I'm like, no, I didn't. I put it by the endorsement for the one that I have to do. I don't need an exam. I'm gonna go in with this lip scrub now. So anyway, she's like, I'm like, can you send me the right application then? And she's like, okay. So I do that, I fill it out, and I get it mailed out, and I called yesterday and to see if they've gotten it, because of the mail and everything. And that's when they're like, I can't advise you, ma'am. I'm like, can you at least just tell me that you received the application? I can't help, we can't advise you, ma'am. I'm like, all right, whatever. And we'll let you know. You'll either get a deficiency letter or an accepting letter in 20 business days. And I'm like, up to 20 business days. I'm like, well, I don't have 20 business days. So, but at first she's like, oh, well, we sent you a letter back in February. I'm like, I know that. I talked to someone last week. Okay, we're going to dip into this Cherry Coke palette by Morphe. Look at those colors. All right, let's go in with this shade here. Oh, it doesn't have, oh, I remember. I think this one had the shades on the shade names on the saver, the color saver, and I obviously lost it. But back to my story. So they're like, so she sent me the application, and I filled it out, and I'm like, so that's when I'm like, and she's like, well, this is the wrong application, and we sent it to you in February. I said, I know, they sent it me the application I'm supposed to fill out, and I sent it to you a week and a half ago, and I just want to make sure you got it, because this is time sensitive. And she's like, oh, I'm looking at the wrong application. She's like, I can't advise you, ma'am. You'll find out up to 20 business days. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just over this. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, I think, this shade here. And then I get an email this morning from the Georgia Board of Nursing saying it's the wrong application because I did the upgrade for the compact, and I'm not eligible for the compact because I don't have a Georgia license yet. I'm like, I filled out the application that they told me to fill out, and I don't know if that's like from before or if that's again. So I don't know. I'm just so glad I did end up filing for the Texas reinstatement, but they needed my CEUs, all my continuing education, and I didn't have it because it's back in Georgia. Okay, let's go in with, it looks like I've already done that shade, so let's do this shade right next to it. But, so I'm like, okay, I went to school, I was in the PhD program for business, but I had to take back within the 2 years, you know, I had to take research classes and stuff. I'm like, hopefully they'll just take that because research is part of continuing education. And I know they've accepted my school before, but I had a statistics class, so I'm hoping the research will suffice. So I uploaded my school transcripts. So hopefully they take that. If not, then I'll upload when I go back to Georgia and do that. But it's just been a nightmare. I don't know why they can't just make a national license. 40 states are in the compact license, and 5 of the 10 are, oh, you know what? Let's go in with this shade. 5 of the 10 are applying to be part of the compact. So why don't they just make the other 5 states, especially with the pandemic? And I think that's why, like, New York and Massachusetts applied now, and they were like a state that wasn't part of the compact. But I'm wondering if they applied and they're trying to after the pandemic, because they probably saw that it was so hard. I mean, obviously they waived, the governors and everything waived the licensure stuff during the pandemic. It's like, okay, if that's good enough for a pandemic, and you can just take any nurse in the country and you don't have to have a New York license, why don't you, they just make a national license? It's just so, they just want to make it difficult. All right, now we're gonna go in with the I Heart Revolution Tasty Peach Priming Spray. I smell that, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's go in with the Pacifica Cherry Matte Primer. So anyway, yeah, I have to, I might have to, I hope I don't have to start over. So I'm gonna have to figure out what more do they need. I just hope the Texas one takes my school transcripts and I can at least not have to worry and stress about not being able to get on this assignment. I'm so excited for this assignment. And they already booked my airfare and everything for next weekend. I think I put a little too much primer on. Oh well. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Do You Too Faced. You guys, my hotel looks so much more empty now, and the bad news is I'm going to Texas next weekend instead of home, so I won't be able to start getting out a lot of my stuff back until, I mean, I did put a lot of my, I did bring some of my stuff I gave my dad a couple bins of my stuff when he was in Illinois and I was in Illinois. Since I was coming to Texas, I can fly in and get my bin. So hopefully, I can't remember what all I've given him, but I have so much stuff at home too, so I'm like, I got like hardly anything here now. I don't know what it is, but I went to put, and I've used all the same products. Look at how patchy and it came off. I don't know if it's, I put too much primer or, I don't know, what the heck. That's so odd. Okay, let's just move on and hopefully we can correct it with the bronzer, because it's foundation too. And this is the Peach Perfect foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Yesterday I went down to breakfast, and the couple that I gave that fire to, I saw, and the older lady's like, "Hi, there's my buddy." I'm like, she's such a sweetheart. I'm gonna miss it here with everything, and I'm gonna miss being able to meet up with Mixie B, and it's nice to meet a fellow YouTube friend, and we were able to swap palettes and all that. That was so nice. I'm sure I'm not going to have that same thing in Midland, Texas. In the middle of nowhere in Texas. But, yeah, I'm loving this YouTube. Whether it becomes successful or not, I'm loving it because of being able to meet people virtually and the friends and family that I'm developing. It's a good thing that I don't have to do much today. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've used this primer before. I used all the same foundations. I used that priming spray every Saturday. Well, when I remember. So I don't know why, like, it's taken off my foundation. Got a little hair or something. Wow, that's did I put too, maybe I put too much primer on and didn't blend it in. Maybe that's the issue. It's just looking bad. Wow, this looks super bad. And I've used this primer not too long ago when I did the Pacifica brand. Maybe, I don't know, is it expired? Does it say an expiration day? I don't know. The show must go on. Okay, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Gel Crush. Man, I'm going to have to use this primer again and see if it does the same thing and maybe not put too much on. It's, wow, it's just so horrible. See what happens when you don't have a bad base, and it's like hard to come back from that. Oh well. It's a good thing I don't do anything on the weekends. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Jelly Pop Glow Stick. And this smells like watermelon. All these products that I'm using today I've used, and they're really good products, so something's going on. Okay, now let's use the powder. Let's set this patchy face, and we're going to use the Coty Airspun powder. It smells like perfume. You guys, you know I'm obsessed with scented makeup when I have, like, the only thing I really kept was my scented makeup. Everything else I'm like, okay, this can go for now, this can go for now. So if I was actually going to declutter, you know me, I'll keep everything but my scented stuff. Or I would get rid of everything but my scented stuff. That's how crazy I am, I guess. Okay, now we're going to use the Pacifica Cherry Velvet Translucent Powder. I think I smell something. I don't know why I want to set down this patchy face, but we are. I'll just be like, I wore a mask, people. Because it seems like that's where it's patchy, is where you would wear a mask. Okay. Enough of that. Alright, now we're going to go in with this crappy Winky Lux bronzer. Oh, I shouldn't say it's crappy. It just smells like coffee breath. And I can still smell the coffee breath. It's supposed to smell like coffee. Even around my mouth, it looks awful. Oh my gosh. It is what it is. Now let's blend all this. It might smell like coffee breath, but it does. I like the color and I like how it's like perfect for me as far as bronzer, not the smell. Because who wants to smell coffee breath? Okay, I'm going to use the Cherry Coke blush. I can't really smell it. Now we're going to use the CoverGirl Peach Highlight. Oh, I just smelled the peach. I smell some things today. You know how in movies, like somebody will get in an accident and they'll get a superpower, and then all of a sudden then they get in the same accident, like whether they hit their head and they hit their head again and then they lost it. I wonder if that would be like COVID, if I ended up getting COVID again, which I don't want to even test this, if I would get my sense of smell back, or would I completely lose it for good, you know? Anyway. Okay, let's go in with, you know what? No. First, I gotta do my brows and mascara. I'll be back. Actually, no. I gotta do the under my eyes anyway. So, let's go in with this shade and go under. Just because I did use a pink for the liner, but my right eye, the one I have to do closed, I always get a little bit of black transference there because I'm closing my eyes. And I guess I didn't clean it good enough. I thought, and usually I go back and I'll clean under there. But yeah, I'm gonna go back in with this pinky glitter shade over it. So anyway, since this side was a little dark, let's put a darker a darker thingy, you know what I mean. Ooh, I just messed up there. Jamie. Okay, I got the coconut oil for my brows. know if that's what you're supposed to do, but it's a roll thing. Okay. Okay, let's finish these eyes. And we're going to go in with this shimmer shade for in between, in the corner. And then I always go for the shimmer, but let's go with that shade and put right above the eye. You know what? No, I like some of the shimmer. I'm going to put that over it. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Lime Crime lipstick. It's supposed to smell like red velvet, like I think the cake. Okay. Okay, while that is drying down, let's do the setting spray, and I have the Pacifica matte setting spray, cherry matte setting spray. Okay, well, all that is drying down, let's use my Aussie hairspray. It's supposed to smell like grape. And now I have my pumpkin pecan waffles spray, and I use this every day, and I still have, it's full, and I've been using it every day since I've been here. So I've been here like 9 months, and there's only like that much out of it. Anyway, okay, and the lip gloss. I almost forgot lip gloss. I have the Cherry Coke lip gloss. It does taste good. I don't know if I really smell it, but it does give it a good taste. All right, let me know what you think about my patchy look for today. Anyway, let's do the riddle of the day. So there are 30 cows in a field and 28 chickens. How many didn't? Comment down below, and remember, if you want to submit a riddle of the day, just let me know. Just send it to my email, jamieyeager03@yahoo.com, or my Instagram, Jamie Martin Yeager. You have a great day. Bye.